It's not for Arcane. It's definitely gonna go for
Okay.
the Blasitis. We've seen Chinese player, or at least Dusa player. It's become quite more popular. It's definitely good for some early armor and early regeneration. Of course, that +2 armor, you're kind of saying it's not much of anything, but again, every little bit counts. And how many times we have seen carry players, run out of death with 10 HP left, and that's where the +2 armor kind of comes in handy. And we see that this Witch Doctor doing a lot of harass. He did pick up a couple illusions. He looks like he's gonna try to backstab Urasa. It's gonna need some team coordination in terms of having the creep wave at the correct place. And at the correct timing. Meanwhile, we see Storm Spirit in the mid lane. He is farming pretty well.
Oh, that chicken! Oh, the chicken in mid almost got
going for the chicken
spotted.
snipe. He did. Oh, one more hit. Oh my god!
More? Where is it?
No, he is gonna be okay.
Oh.
Wow. If he got that chicken kill, that was huge. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, what?
Oh,
that chicken was gonna go back to. Oh my god.
Oh, this.
It looks like Lion going for the chicken kill will have to force a suicide. If you look at what he did, he just suicided to the tower instead of giving the Rasa kill. Of course, the Goa split, and it doesn't give the Rasa a quick burst. So,
but
good job
no
catching that. I wouldn't have caught that
200.
whole chicken action there.
Well, actually, not Rasta. Witch Doctor actually had a chance to kill the chicken, but he kind of went back and he hesitated a little bit, and then he finally decided to go for it. But
it looks like a ZSMJ has been forced to mid because he is just not having a good time at top lane. And wow, I don't... Are they going to just give up top lane? ZSMJ is kind of mid now. And, at top lane, Drow Ranger's having complete free farm. She's 20-9 compared to this Dusa at 0-1. Dusa didn't even get a single creep kill yet. So,
wow.
I don't know. ZSMJ, one of the best, carry players out there, but having a 0 creep kill Dusa right now is not what you want. Meanwhile, can you give us an update of bottom lane? I haven't been watching all too much on this bottom lane. What's going on here?
Bottom lane, Morphlene's at 16-5. We have Vinch. Well, Vinch is just roaming, so she has 0-0. And Pugna is only at 2-0. So what's with Pugna not getting any creep kills? I mean, he has a really high int gain and base int too, so he does have good damage. But maybe he's just not. Look at that, he missed that blast on the Morphling as well. So Morphling just farming it up right now, and now this Witch Doctor is probably gonna stay bottom to help out the Pugna. But
it's probably
due to why he needs help.
Yeah, it's probably due to more or less the great support of CM. She's probably going in, running past his own creep wave, and then just forcing the Pugna to either trade hits with the CM or just go back. And yeah, I think the Pugna have the high base damage to trade hits with the CM, but really, once you get too close to CM, there is a inevitable Frostbite, inevitable Nova.
Right.
With the waveform on the Morphling could join in for the kill anytime, so it's better to just stay back. And meanwhile,
Storm's
mid lane,
gonna get gank.
Storm will
no,
be okay. He pops the haste ring. Yeah. I want to take a moment and talk about the warding action a bit. You can see this really nice placed ward on the bottom lane by the Sentinel here. That's a very aggressive ward. You want to put it in tri lane too. I mean, it helps to prevent counter backstabs to go around on the Morphling. Also, it allows offensive plays like this Morphling is doing. CM should have tangled out on that low tree and went for the gank a bit earlier, but can't blame it. And I have to point out again, every time you see CM in an offensive dual lane, offensive tri lane, picking up the Brilliance Aura at 3 instead of 2, so giving the Frostbite as a secondary spell really helps out. And they are gonna go in for the Morphling. Not the Morphling, the Pugna. They do get off first blood, and Pugna's not Pugna. The Morphling is taking some damage, but he will be okay at this point.
And top lane, Dusa with still no creep kill, 0-0. But she did get boost for just being well, not AFK, but just standing in the map for the 500 passive goal. And this Droll, let's see what she's at. She's at 38 at 6 minutes. So she's uncontested. I mean, where's the Mystic Snake at? Come on, level 2. Wow, this is not looking good.
Yeah. I mean, he just turned level 3, so that Mystic doesn't do jack at this point. And really, right now with the huge advantage that Drow Ranger is having, Scourge doesn't even have to dedicate any support arrow to top lane. Like, she's definitely gonna be able to outlane that Dusa by himself. ZSMJ have to do a lot of catch-up work. But if anyone could do as ZSMJ can, meanwhile we see an engagement on bottom lane. Looks like there's a lot of damage being traded. I think that Venge is going to be in trouble. Let's see if they can kill Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit is 1 hit away. Wow. They do pick up the Storm Spirit. And I think again, a little bit of hesitation move by the Storm. If if you notice what he played, he kind of went for the Venge and then went back. You got to make up your mind. As we see Morphling going in for someone else here. And again, that's what Hobbs was talking about earlier. The different play of Witch Doctor nowadays, picking up the Voodoo Restoration, and you can see that Voodoo Restoration is really paying off in terms of giving a lot of regeneration. But again, that's not enough. They kind of duck themselves in the corner. Maybe they could pick off the Vengeful Spirit. No, Vengeful Spirit should be okay. No! CM doing some nice path blocking. They do pick off the Pugna, and the line will be okay. No, Stormster is back in the fray, but CM behind creep lines, stuck in the jungle, and think they will give off the CM as a kill. So trading 2 for 2. Who didn't came off advantageous there?
I'll have to say, well, no, I still have to say Sentinel, because the Morphling got the kill for he got the experience for 2 kills. And Storm only got it for 1 because the Pugna got the other one. So Morphling, and let's see where he's at. He's at 26 and 6, so he's not doing that bad either. But actually Storm is at 33 and 17. He's been all over the map. So he's been ganking and being able to free farm a little bit. And meanwhile, we have a Wars going down mid, but it's only just going to hurt the tower just a little bit. And Pugna's going to come back and blast everything back to the other tower.
I didn't catch it very well. Did you see if he just kind of threw the ward down in hopes of doing as much damage to the tower as possible, or
no,
did he actually want to take it or something?
No, I think he just put it down just to hurt the tower, but the wars there was no way it was gonna kill the tower. It just had too much HP.
Well, we see a big engagement in mid lane. They are gonna go for that damaged so much on that nether ward, and they will pick off Pugna. No, let's see if Pugna's going on. There's a DD on the Rasa, so one more hit is all you need. There's a quick go down on the finger. They do pick off the Pugna, but that Rasa is completely low. Stormster is going to pick off the Rasta. Rasta taking so much damage. The Rasta falls down, so they traded 1 for 1 there, but they will pick off the Witch Doctor as well. One more hit. Looks like ZSMJ did get his last hit of a hero, so that's a good job there. And they are gonna... No, they can't really push this tower, but good job on ZSMJ actually having the TP scroll to join the fight. And I mean, you generally don't see carry players. Yeah, I know. You generally don't see carry players pick up like that early of a TP scroll. I guess that's a little bit of a difference in terms of the Chinese carries evolving into more and more team play in terms of instead of just being AFK. Another good example of that from this game is that the Stormster has actually been ganking extremely actively instead of just solo rising the mid lane against that whoever the Rasta.
And this Dro 66 in 9 minutes. So, I mean, they're not even putting anyone top. Like, what's going on? And Dro's already got his common denominator.
I think they're content just having Dro giving as much free farm to her as possible and try to beat the other of the team 5v4 to make an NBA basketball reference. That's kind of how like every single team played against the LA Lakers back in whenever, where they just let Kobe shoot as much as they want and just try to outplay him that way. And let's say if they can get this tower denied, no, they don't do so. So a bit unfortunate.
I mean, the thing is, once Dro get that helm, even if you take her out of the lane, she's just gonna jungle, and she's gonna be completely fine with all that life leech back. And we have Storm going to gank this unfarmed Dusa, but looks like they've been spotted by the ward placement way up on the North River.
But look, despite of everything, look at the scoreboard real fast. It's 8-3 in favor of Sentinel. They have a tower lead. No, tower's even. Okay, so they did. Yeah, that's the same there. But I think the Rasa lasted the Scourge Tower, and the Sentinel Tower was not lasted by any hero. So even by the tower count, they're still leading by just a little bit. So do you think the farming, the stats is maybe a little bit misleading here and just looking at the scoreboard, or you think that of course Dro is a late game hero and she's gonna be really a big factor, really late game? Which one do you think is gonna pan out to be?
Okay, well, at this stage before Dro gets the BKB or the Manta, I don't think it will matter that much, because I mean Sentinel still have like Rasta, they still have CM who's just gonna disable Dro before she can even get her DPS down. But the longer they persist, and as soon as Dro gets her magic immunity, she's just gonna right click heroes to death. So it's not looking good still. And look at that, just as I say that Dro's in their own jungle, and she's just rising, just constantly rising, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Yeah,
and now I apologize. I'm not very much a Dro player. I don't play her very often. And you can look at if her skill point, she is level 10 and only has a true shot aura by 3. I thought, and again, I apologize if I'm wrong here, I thought you're supposed to max true shot by 7 and get level silence and then get level frost arrow. I guess she opted for more level frost arrows to ensure that Dusa gets absolutely no freaking creep kills. And Dusa right now only 21 and 3, so she has a lot of ground to make up here.
Yeah. And she got a Ring of Basilius, and she does have the CMR, so hopefully she can just, you know, just spam her spells to get the creep kills. But this looks like they're not gonna make her life easy, as we have Witch Doctor and Dro and a Storm coming in dangerously close. But no, the Dusa decided to fall way back before they could have a chance to engage.
And I also want to point out is that if you look at the hero picks, hero picks in this game, Chinese Dota's been like this for the past a month or so, where